So how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about the regular ramps and my new two-piece low profile ramps. I'm going to tell you the difference about these two ramps. So now let's get started. So here's the two-piece low profile ramps that I just got. And this ramp is capable of 16,000 pounds of weight and with a lip height of 6 inches and 5/16 or 16 centimeters and a tire width of 16 inches. So it's good for low profile cars, passenger cars, light trucks, or even SUV. So this is a heavy duty maintenance ramps. So the ramp is pretty long compared to the regular ramps. So now I'm gonna take it out from the box and we're gonna see the comparison between the new low profile ramps and the regular ramps. So these are the two ramps side by side. So compared to the regular ramps, the low profile ramps is pretty long and it's also wider. So the low profile ramps is around I would say 52 inches and a quarter. So that's the length of the low profile ramps, and the regular ramp is around 34 inches. So 52 for the low profile ramps and 34 for the regular ramps. So the lip height of the regular ramp is 6 inches, and for the low profile ramp is around 6.5. Well, almost 6.5. Now I'm gonna show you the difference why I selected the low profile ramps to use from now on, because the standard ramps doesn't work for me. I'm gonna show you the difference between the two. So as you can see, my car is lowered and the front of the front splitter is only 2.5 inches off the ground. So this is the problem I have with the ramp, because since my car is lowered and it's 2.5 inches off the ground on the front splitter, so every time I try to use the ramp, before I even touch the tire on the ramp, I'm already touching the front splitter. So the front splitter is already touching the ramp. So there's no way I'm gonna drive over this ramp without destroying my front splitter. So that's why I cannot use this ramp. The only way I can use this ramp, if I have to jack up the car and put the ramp backwards, then I can use the ramp. Otherwise, this ramp for me is useless. So that's the problem I have with the regular ramp, especially if your car is lowered. So with the low profile ramp, as you can see, that the ramp is already touching the tire, and I'm still like a quarter of an inch on the splitter. There's still a quarter of an inch space on the splitter and the ramp. So now we're gonna test the low profile ramp. So as you can see, I drive the car over the ramp and I don't need a jack to put my car on the ramp anymore. And also, if you need to lift up the car a little bit more, it's a two-piece design, so you can detach this so once detached, you can put a jack underneath and give it a bit more height if you want to lift the car more. Because I prefer to use the ramp better than the jack stand, so that's why I like the ramps like this. At least I don't need to jack the car right now. Every time I have to use the ramps, I can just drive over it and it's gonna be easier for me. One less process to do to lift the car. So guys, remember, if you're working underneath your car, safety first. Don't rely on the jack alone. Always use a jack stand or a ramps. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.